asked 5 people on Fiverr to paint me some miniatures.
Ooh. Oh, look in there. They've literally drawn the inside.
That's ace. Hi and welcome to the channel. It's a fun idea for a video, I hope you agree. The main driver behind this video is to give people some idea what it's like getting models painted for commission. So I selected Fiverr as a service. I'm not in any way affiliated. It's a cool service, sits as a middleman, handles the money, allows you to chat to people that are giving you the services and gives you a bit of confidence in the whole process. The first stop really is just to search for what you're after. And for me, I was after Warhammer painting. And because of COVID and delivery and wanted to get this video out relatively quickly, I thought I'd go for local sellers only. And then my only technique here was just to go down, have a look for things that I like the look of. So I think this guy up here looks good. I like that picture. £7.62 starting. Yeah, some good pictures you can click through. So I think I'll choose that one. So I'm trying to be a bit random. That typhus looks pretty good. Let's have a look at the price. £11.43. Not bad for tabletop. Some good quality, so I'll probably go with that one. What's this one up here? 5-star. Yeah, only going for 5-star. So that's £11.43 starting again. That's really good. Really some really high quality miniatures there. And then once you've selected the person you're going to paint with, you can chat to them, discuss some of your options. Then they give you a custom order, you buy it. And for me, I then posted my models. So all I wanted was 2 models painted to tabletop standard, and I gave them the freedom. I said, make them look good, make them look as good as you can for the money I'm paying. You know, do them proud. In terms of the base, all I said was I wanted them base so they look finished, gave them no guidelines. So I didn't give them any inclination of what I was doing, but gave them the freedom. And I did say I was going for tabletop standard. So when we do get them back and you want to look at them, think of it in that way. This isn't the best that the painters can do. They offer much higher services, most of them. I decided to send each person 2 models just to challenge them a little bit. One was a plague marine, one was a possessed. So I needed to package them all up and send them away. Now that was a labour of love.
3 hours later.
Wrapping all those items up safely and posting them off. I then wanted to compare what it's like to use potentially other services, other people, and I knew of 2 other people that I knew painted well, offered commissions, and I spoke to them as well, gave them the same brief, and I also went with them. So in total I had 7 jobs on painting 2 models each. 7, Nurgles number, so it worked perfectly really considering I was getting to do Death Guard. So for all the people I selected, I'm going to flash up their names on the screen as we go through. Details are in the description below. So all the boxes arrived. It's amazing, very excited. It's really quick, like within 2 weeks all of them have been painted up, and I'm very excited. So to my brief, which is tabletop standard, I didn't spend very much per model. So for anyone who's watching this, please be kind to the people that we're reviewing. You know, don't give him any grief. I'm going to bring my son in because the Death Guard army is his army that I painted for him. So these are going to join his army, so I'll get his opinions too. This is my son Josh. He plays all the battle reports with me on the channel, and he tends to beat me on them all as well, which is very fun. So we've got to go through all these now. What do you reckon? This one first.
I said this one.
Right.
Can I open it?
You can do, yeah. So this is from sdbpainting.
This is very neat painting.
Let's have a look at that one.
It's really different style from yours, definitely, I've got to say.
So we've got 2 models here to review. So I'll talk about mine here. This possessed guy, he's done like a white scheme. So I don't know if it's like the Death Guard white approach, but he's got like a white armour, golden shoulder pads. Very neat, as Josh said. It's got a good standard of neatness, quite a few colours. I like the face, look at that on there. The face is pretty cool.
It's got 3 eyes.
And I like the green pipes on the back.
As I can definitely tell by the way the model looks, they haven't done any like rusting, like the weathering that you normally do.
So this one isn't particularly disgusting for Death Guard, but it is very neat colouring. I like the colour graduation on the tentacles. I guess
And the
that's a
little
wash.
worms.
Yeah, The little worms almost look like they've got smiley faces.
Smiley worms.
And the base looks pretty cool as well. You can see worms on the base as well.
And also the teeth on the... That must have been very hard to do, those teeth. They must have had very good concentration.
This was a good cheap cost, and it's definitely tabletop quality. I'd say it's slightly better than just tabletop. I think it's very neat, good quality. Not very much Nurgle grime, as Josh has said, but I think that's a really good start.
I'll open this.
Now this one I can't pronounce the name of, so it's going to be on screen.
Ooh! This is a completely different approach on both of these. This one here, again, it's not as disgusting as Nurgle is.
The children coming out of it. That face is really good.
Yeah,
It's quite detailed.
like I was saying about the teeth, really hard to do. And then this one here, it's a lot different from the last possessed we had. It's red, it's got black shoulder pads.
It looks more like a corn possessed rather than a Death Guard possessed because
But
of
it's
the
got a
colours.
face on it.
Because of the red. Yeah, I think it's a bit more corn, that one, but I like it. I don't mind them being different colours. So on this one, on this plain marine, the head is excellent. I think the way it's screaming skull with the skin peeled away from around the teeth, that's really cool. I like the Nurgling on the bottom.
Still though, it doesn't look as disgusting as...
No, so it's not a dirty, disgusting Nurgle. It's a very clean paint job.
By the way, if you painted any of these and you're watching this video, please don't take that as a insult. All the models are very good.
Very pleased with that, to be honest. I think they're going to look really good on the table. I'll choose one this time. So we've got dijjie.
Let's see how this one looks like. Ooh! Oh!
Ooh, I like that. Look at the base on that one.
So again, this is more of a corn look to it, doesn't it? The flying one definitely has more of a corn look.
I like the base on that one. Let's have a look at that. Look, the blood, the gooey blood base. That's really nice.
On this one here, it's like it's in a swamp.
Ooh, that's
Stomping
quite
up
Nurgly.
in a swamp, and this one is definitely the most Nurgle one we've got so far.
The bubbles coming up.
Yeah,
from
bubbles.
The...
It's got proper weathering. Definitely got the Nurgle look to it.
So the possessed definitely has a more corn feel again. I think it's got the blood base is cool, but that's probably
Scary.
the blood god again. So that's corn. But I think that's brilliant. That fits with the other one. The axe on the plague marine has got a nice bit of blood feel to it, but I do like the base with the bubbles, the swampy, slimy. They've got a bit more grime on this one.
Scary. It's got blood all over it.
Yeah, very impressed with that again. Again, very pleased. I think we've done really well out of this so far. So in this one, we've got harkspaints. Also, we have a little card here. A little message saying, that's quite cool. Hope you enjoy your minis. Happy gaming. All the best. Harkspaints. That's very nice.
And then this one has got the Nurgle feel to it again. And then this guy here, the Nurgling is amazing. But if you look at that face, that is scary. It's got like bloody eyes.
So the possessed here is like a Nurgle possessed, definitely. In terms of, he's almost got like a plague marine armour feel. And that, again, that's really cool. It's done really well. And it's got quite clean lines, not a lot of grit and Nurgleness. I like the base on that.
Daddy, look. Nurgling holding on.
There's a Nurgling holding on.
Is that the flail of corruption?
I guess so, yes.
And it's got a Nurgling holding on there. Can you see it?
And then the plague marine, as Josh said, the face is ace. It's really grimy, grim dark. The Nurglings they've done look really good as well. Very good detail, attention to detail. There's a bit of rust on the shoulder pad, and again, a really for the price I paid for these two, that is fantastic.
I like the little bushes it's got down there as well. That's really cute.
I'd be quite happy having my entire plain marine squad painted up with these like this. Very, very pleased with that. That was harkspaints.
Did any of these YouTubers have chat? Are they YouTubers?
Harkspaints has got a YouTube channel, so again linked in the description below.
Can you do that?
Yeah, go on then.
I don't tend.
I know, but I'll just cut it open. George Coleman. He's on Fiverr. He also has a website. He's got
He's got a website.
Instagram.
Ooh, look at that. And it's got a little picture in there.
Got some business cards, George Coleman business cards. That's pretty cool, and they're all different pictures actually. Oh, these are ace. Look at these.
Yeah.
This is almost worth the commission just to get these little cards, to be honest.
And if you look at the back of the wings, that's really good wing detail.
On this one, I mean, because the black feel is, I think you can almost say that it's part of any Chaos Army. It's not any particular one. Like I say, the wing detail is good. It's picked out some of the folds in the skin. Quite a clean look on that. Very pleased with him.
And this guy here, his face is literally like a bulging. It's like his brain, basically. Little Nurgling there sitting on loads of grenades. Bad idea, mate, dude. Gonna die from a Nurgling explosion.
A very clean look. He's not got a lot of disgusting ichor all over him. The face does look really cool though. The bulging pink face. I like the Nurgling, as Josh said. Yeah, really smartly done there. And you've got to remember when you're reviewing these models from all these guys from Fiverr, I asked for tabletop standard and picked their cheapest rate, and it really wasn't a lot of money. So these have been fantastic. So you'll see from the close-ups, very pleased with all of those. I'd say money well spent there. The next two weren't from Fiverr. These are people that I already knew and then contacted to paint some up as well. Just a bit of a contrast. So we'll go through these now. Again, all the details for contacting them are in the description.
Are these the only ones left?
So this one's from Heretic Debs, and because I've had work from her before, she gave me an amazing price. Not the normal price you would pay, but I've always been happy with her work, so that's why I went for commission. I didn't send these guys a possess because I didn't have enough, but they just got Plague Marines.
But they're not all Plague Marines. This Plague Marine is amazing. Cape detail. Already, look at that Nurgling there holding that like blobbly blaster. I've got to say, this might be my favourite. And then, look in there. They've literally drawn the inside.
That's ace.
They've literally drawn the inside. I'd say this is my favourite painter so far. It's just amazing. This has got to be my favourite painter. Like, the detailing all over it. You can look anywhere and there's detail.
That is amazing. I mean, obviously I got a special deal, but I did ask for tabletop, and this is a brilliant standard for tabletop.
Not even tabletop is better.
It's got nice glow effects. I love the goo that comes out of his plague spewer. So they've drawn the inside of the spewer there, and it's got like a liquid effect, but it looks really cool. And then the base has got some grime on it. I'm not sure what they've used to make that, but it's gone flaky. That's really cool. I love that.
And then this one here, they did really well on the teeth again. I'm going to keep talking about the teeth. And then the Nurgling on top with like a plague spitting hand with the cape detail, and this like got Nurgly bits out on the pipes and stuff.
Oh yeah. I guess that could be like a Nylock oxide that on there, the paint, because it does make it look corroded. So they've gone for corrosion and rust. You know, clean paint job that's then being rusted and corroded up. That one's the best one so far.
This has got to be my favourite painter.
I guess.
Shout out to whoever you are.
I guess
her
normal price is probably a little bit higher than I paid for the others, so I got a good deal on this. So maybe you'd expect it to be slightly better because it's usually worth more. But I'd be happy with any of these so far. And then
that is my favourite.
And then, so that was actually the cheapest.
And yet it's the best.
But I think that's because I got a good deal. So actually it's probably a bit more expensive. Now this one is from Brought to Life Painting, a fantastic painter that I know from Instagram. Contacted them. This is probably the most expensive, but I've had experience of them being fantastic. So let's see.
Right then. So this is a completely different approach. Did you put them on the rocks?
No. They've rebased it.
Yeah, they've completely rebased that. Put them on rocks. And this has got like a completely different... So this was the one we had before. Again, they've made the inside of it show.
So I'm well impressed with this. That is so detailed. They've actually gone for like the lighter coloured, more ivory, Death Guard colour scheme. Look at that. There's like the gooey skin colour on the pipes, the goo. I mean, that looks like real liquid in there, doesn't it? With the shine. There's obviously some sort of glaze over that to make it look shiny. That is fantastic.
So this one here has got like a kind of like a baseball, hockey kind of mask to it.
Yeah.
And it's got like the juice coming out on the pipe. It's got a Nurgly thing. And this thing here, it looks like he's eating the gun. Epic shoulder pads, amazing.
That is brilliant. Look at these two, these are amazing. Yeah, so impressed. I know this painter can do some great work. If you look on Instagram, they've done some fantastic work, so I guess you'd hope them to do it. But then this is like the cheapest price, tabletop standard. I gave them the same brief as everyone else. Just said, do them proud, make them look good for within the price range, you know, tabletop standard. So they have really excelled. So I think, I mean, actually it's probably a little bit unfair getting people from Instagram that I knew were pretty good, because they have probably done the best level of detail. But I'd be happy with any of these. I don't think anyone has done a job that I'm not happy with to play with on the table. I mean, I'll be fielding these on our channel on Battle Reports, so keep an eye out. So I'd like to know which models and which painter you thought was best as well, so drop them in the comments. Any questions about what we've done, anything further you want to know, just ask me in the comments. So trying to think about my favourites is really difficult, because I think they've all been very well done. I would say then that my absolute favourite is Brought to Life painting with these two. Just really fantastic detail, really fantastic paintwork, and I think you can see that. My next favourite is Heretic Debs with these two. Again, really good quality, really good dirty work, and make the models look brilliant. Now, they were the two that I picked that weren't from Fiverr. So now let's look at the Fiverr models and see which ones I think were best. Generally, I think the Plague Marines were done better than the Possessed, but I think my favourite pair was from dijjie. My second favourite was George Coleman with these two. I think partly just because of the cleanliness of the colour scheme and how well it's been done and how well they fit the type of models. And then my next favourite is harkspaints with these two. Again, really good. I like the way the Possessed has been given a Death Guard look. But to be honest, putting all the models together, they all look fantastic. Well worth the money. I think they're all exactly what I wanted. Tabletop quality or higher. So couldn't be happier. So overall, I found the process pretty easy and fun, and the results, I couldn't have asked for better. Every single one of the painters delivered some quality results that I'd be happy to use on the tabletop for reasonable prices. I think generally what you want to do with commissions is you want to discuss the project you want, you want to discuss the standards, and then you agree on a price. Not necessarily a fixed price per model, but it might be for a unit. And depending on your standards you're after, how much levels of highlighting, you want non-metallic metal or whatever else, you know, prices are going to be higher. It is a considerably cheaper way of doing it than going through a professional studio like Siege Studios or Den of Imagination. And to be honest, because I've seen some of those models, I don't think they're any better necessarily. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, drop us a like, it helps the channel. I think we come up with lots of different videos on the channel. We do battle reports as well, so if you want to catch up with anything, then subscribe as well. And see you again. Bye.